Hi everyone. Um, I wanted to talk to you all about um, what I've been learning and what I've been reading and things like that. And I'm learning a lot right now. And something that one of the many lessons and things that God's been teaching me is what true beauty is. A lot of times, girls and women especially struggle with where does their beauty come from, and like, am I beautiful, or things like that. I know that I struggle with that, and um, but I have to be reminded of things that I've learned, and like even what the Bible says and what people have told me that, like, I mean, we're all human, and someday we're not going to be as pretty as we were when we were younger or whatever. Um, and a lot of times in this world, people often distort what beauty is. So I wanted to share with you something that I've learned from someone that I admire and look up to in some ways, um, and um, and things that I've gotten out of her messages. And I've kind of brought together a whole bunch of different things from her messages and kind of added to it. And I've also, I'm going to talk about what she said. So, um, and it's entitled True Beauty. What is true beauty? Um, the only true beauty comes from a life fully surrendered to Jesus Christ, where your self has died, has gotten out of the way, and he can be seen in and through you. John the Baptist, John the Baptist said, "I must decrease so that he might increase." If we're in the way, if we're pursuing the things we want to pursue, living the life that we want to live, his beauty will not be seen in and through us. And we may have a life that looks a little bit cleaner, a little bit more moral than the girls all around us, but we won't have the essence of the true gospel life, which is becoming a living sacrifice for our King. Nothing that we have is our own anymore. It's now all about him. It's not about us. When we grow up in Christianity over here, a lot of times we hear about how we're beautiful and how we have all this value and worth as women. And because we live in a culture that just bombards us with messages of insecurity, so this message of you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you don't have the right figures is constantly in our face. And so the Christian community has come in saying, no, you're good. You're beautiful just the way you are. But the danger of that message is that it often promotes self-esteem, and we're looking within ourselves trying to find our value, our beauty, and our worth. But we're valuable to Jesus Christ because even before we're redeemed. But we really won't have true beauty until he transforms us from the inside out. I see a lot of girls all over. Our free time goes to Facebook, texting with friends, watching movies, watching TV, obsessing over guys, trying to figure out what we're going to wear, going to the mall, and all that kind of stuff, and frittering our life away on these meaningless things. Meanwhile, there are Christians on the other side of the world, literally giving up their lives for Jesus Christ. So I want to challenge you that what we see all around us, and maybe even the version of Christianity that we've grown up with, that God is calling us to more than this. Christ said that who forsake all that he has cannot be his disciple. It's not just saying the sinner's prayer. It's not just acknowledging that Christ died for us. It's not just saying the sinner's prayer. It's not just acknowledging that Christ died for us. And it's about a covenant exchange with him. It's about forsaking all that we have. When we come to him, do we realize that we can't hold on to our life? We have to take up our cross and follow him. We have to become a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. We have to let him have everything. It's a life of true surrender, of full surrender. And he said, "Whoever does not take up his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me." Are those just nice-sounding words, taking up our cross? Is it just sort of this visual thing in our mind? what is He asking of us? He gave everything. Will we give everything to Him? Oftentimes, especially as girls, we try to be like the models, and we try to be like what's in the magazine, or we compare ourselves with our friends and those around us, and sometimes we don't even see the true beauty that God has placed within us. And I'm not there. I still struggle with that, and I know though that whenever God reminds me that I am beautiful, that it's comforting, because my worth is not based upon whether a guy thinks I'm pretty or not. It doesn't even matter. Or whether my friends think I'm pretty, or because honestly, no matter who's beautiful or not, the beauty's gonna fade, and someday we're gonna be old and wrinkly and gray, and will people still think that you're beautiful then? I mean, or is it just going to be the next person that comes along? And so that's why it just doesn't matter what other people think. And oftentimes as women, we just become so consumed with what others think of us. And guys probably do too, just in a different way. And I just want to encourage the women and girls out there who struggle with that, and realize that there's more things in this life. And if we pursue Jesus with everything inside of us and really grow a relationship with Him, it'll be the beauty inside of us that matters the most, not what's on the outside. And to really grow that relationship with Jesus, and in the hard times and in the good times of life, that's often whenever God just wants to grow us the most, whenever we need Him the most, or we need to be thankful in season and out of season, and in the hard times and good times, and just realize that our beauty comes from Jesus, and we can be free in knowing that. So I just want to challenge you guys to keep pursuing Jesus, and don't look at other people in this world and compare yourself to them. There's a verse in the Bible that actually says, it's kind of confusing, but I memorized it one time, and it says, "Do not dare to classify or compare yourselves with those who commend themselves. When they measure themselves by themselves and compare themselves with themselves, they are not wise." But anyways, I just hope that you're encouraged and realize that you're beautiful just the way you are. And no one has to tell you that, just Jesus. And yeah, just keep pursuing God and be beautiful on the inside, and it'll show on the outside. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're encouraged. Thanks for watching. Bye.